Deputy Prime Minister and Treasurer Charles Abel today presented the 2018 National Budget. This money plan, the first for the O'Neill Abel government in this term of Parliament, against a backdrop of challenging economic climates, Treasurer Abel handed down a deficit budget. Under the 2018 National Budget, total income including grants is set at 12.7 billion kina, whilst total expenditure including capital expenditure is set at 14.7 billion kina, a deficit of 1.9 billion kina, which according to Abel is still within the legal limits.
Our major commitments around TFF and subnational funding, we're making sure that all our commitments are met in terms of our payroll and the operation costs of government. And what we're trying to say here today is the emphasis we're trying to bring on through to revenue and growing the economy, the cost control, tidying up some of the arrears that we have.
It's lower than the projected growth of 2.7 in the mid-year economic and fiscal outlook and the 2.8% that was projected at the time of the 2017 budget.
The 2018 National Budget has remained largely committed to the government's priority areas. They are economic growth, infrastructure, law and order, free and quality education, and free and quality health.
Economic sector, we are stimulating economic growth through direct sector intervention. We have some big programs that will come on board next year. We have programs such as state equity for agriculture and others.
Whilst revenue still remain hard to come by, the government has gone ahead with its intention to increase its commitment to capital expenditure, with budget capex set to realise a 15% increase in funding in 2018. According to National Planning Minister Richard Maru, this intervention by government is aimed at stimulating the economy in areas away from the traditional reliance on the extractive industry and is aimed at diversifying the economy base of the country.
And our priority is shifting to economic growth, growing the revenue streams and building a sustainable economy, and not one that's so dependent on the resource sector, as we've had over the last 40 years.
Among the big winners in the capital expenditure budget is the agriculture sector, which will see the government establishing a state equity fund for agriculture, which has been allocated 100 million kina.
It is quite simple. We are going to invite the private sector to partner our government to fund a number of major agriculture projects.
I'm very happy with the budget outcomes today. After the announcement regarding the Alatawa Code number 2, obviously we were under a bit of pressure in terms of how we're going to resource this and fund it.
But as always, challenges remain, especially in regards to how these plans are implemented, and according to the Institute of National Affairs, the performance of the public service will need to improve in a big way if the government's plans have any chance of being realised.
There, because the government's saying, hey, look, we want to set the right conditions, but at the same time, clearly, within government, they're also trying to pick some winners and select certain, not just set the conditions for agriculture, but actually pick some winners in there by imposing some tariffs on imports.